Number 3 is coaching. And coaching involves helping your salespeople to effect change by self-discovering the answers. So this is not where you tell them what to do. It's helping them to self-discover the answers and thereby make adjustments to their current behavior or their current approach. And as the sales performance coach, you do this by providing your salespeople with regular guidance, accurate feedback, insight, and awareness to ensure that they successfully execute what they say they're going to do. And finally, the 4th core development practice is that of performance management. And performance management involves ensuring that the salesperson remains on track and is accountable to the agreed upon actions that must be performed in order to achieve their goals. So now here's the interesting thing. When you work regularly, one-on-one with your sales team, coaching them and mentoring them and guiding and supporting them, here's the beauty. You will not only help them to grow in their own individual businesses, but you yourself will grow and develop as a sales leader. So we know that regular sales performance coaching helps sales leaders to solve problems such as sales teams that continually miss their revenue or profit targets. And this is really regardless of the strength of the economy. We also know that regular performance coaching helps salespeople who, and no doubt you've got some on your team, these are salespeople who complete many presentations and many demonstrations and maybe write a whole lot of proposals, but simply don't close enough transactions, or when they do, they tend to maybe sacrifice far too much margin. Regular one-on-one sales performance coaching with individual salespeople also helps with new product launches to make sure that you achieve the expected results. And sales performance coaching helps salespeople who are unable to, if you like, convey an appreciation of value to help justify your prices to your customers. So many salespeople out there are out selling features and benefits and have no idea of how to really convey the value that your products and services offer. So that comes time to negotiate, they're standing on very shaky ground. Sales performance coaching also helps with sales teams that maybe consistently overestimate their forecasts of what's happening, closed sales forecasts or pipeline forecasts. One of the additional powerful advantages of sales performance coaching is that it will help you hold on to your top sales producers. So you might think that they don't need sales performance coaching, but that regular one-on-one time with you, their sales leader, really enhances loyalty and breeds a strength in your relationship that helps you hold on to your rainmakers, to your top producers. Sales performance coaching also helps salespeople who are either maybe underperforming because of, say, fear, or maybe you have salespeople that are stuck in a comfort zone, and sales performance coaching will help with that too. Folks, there is no silver bullet. There is no quick fix solution to increase sales production. There just isn't. Sales performance coaching, while it doesn't necessarily guarantee overnight success, I'm here to tell you that if you will follow the instructions and the processes that I'm going to cover with you next month, and you implement that over a period of 3 to 4 months, just as I tell you, you will see sales traction, you will see your sales performance production increase measurably. And finally, with regards to sales performance coaching, it's really the core practice that underpins all of the other essential elements of sales leadership. It plays a major role in sales performance planning, in sales performance process, sales performance skills, and for helping to maximize individual sales performance. And it's really the best place, the very best place to begin your journey, as this is typically the strategy that will bring you the fastest results. And really, it's right here at Sales Performance Coaching where the transformation of your sales team truly begins. So, sales performance coaching is the first of the key sales leadership strategies. The second is sales performance planning. Like I said in the report, which you would have received, the 7 most costly mistakes that sales managers make, most salespeople do have a goal. And sometimes it's a goal that's either imposed on them, or sometimes it's one that is self-selected. However, having a goal is one thing, but knowing the pathway that must be taken in order to achieve that goal is another thing entirely. Really, if we're honest with ourselves, most sales plans are typically just a number. It's always fascinating to me in my role as sales strategist and sales coach. I've seen so many supposed sales plans, but really, when you actually look closer, most of these plans are really just numbers that have to be achieved. They tend to only feature the specific objectives that the salesperson is expected to accomplish. So the typical examples, things I see all the time, are quote unquote sales plans like exceed a sales budget, there's a dollar figure for the sales budget, or open X amount of new accounts, or retain a percentage of one's client base, or achieve a margin percentage, or achieve a certain amount of dollar sales with new products, achieve your territory sales budget. These are just numbers. And a number, as I said earlier, is not a plan. For a plan to have any substance whatsoever, it must have detail. It must tell us who, it must tell us what, it must tell us where, it must tell us when and how, and like any good plan, should list the resources that the salesperson is going to require in order to achieve that particular goal. So when sales performance plans are completed effectively, this powerful and yet very simple tool can rapidly generate measurable sales results. Sales performance planning is pretty simple to introduce. It's easy to control and very easy to monitor to get some quick wins. And whilst there are many sales planning methodologies available on the market today, the emphasis of any planning exercise must be on execution. Execution, execution, execution. Far too many corporate strategic plans and planning processes they're just too complex, and they lack easily executable and tactical objectives. And as a result, implementation of these plans invariably ends up in the too hard basket. So we know that deliberate planning is the key to producing consistent and predictable sales. And when I say deliberate, this means you take time to stop, to think, to strategize, to plan. Folks, we're really not talking rocket science here. You wouldn't go on a holiday without planning where you're going, how long you're going to be staying for, what you're going to do for spending money, for entertainment, etc. Why would we send our salespeople out into the field without a constructive plan? It just doesn't make sense.